What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we are talking about Gears 5 Hivebusters, and surprise, Scorpio Squad is back. Remember them? They were the stars of the Escape multiplayer mode when Gears 5 released in 2019. Lani, Keegan, and Mac are back in the prequel to the Escape multiplayer. Is it any good? Let's find out. The Hivebusters DLC is actually quite separated from the main campaign in terms of story. It takes place on the South Islands of Pahanu, Galangi, and Weilihan with very little mention of the main campaign. The primary mission is to destroy the swarm, and this takes the team on quite the roller coaster ride, almost literally across the island. The three main characters are really what makes the DLC stand out. They each have quite powerful stories to tell, but Lani definitely is the richer character of the three. I will not spoil anything, but I will leave you with this. Pay attention to the dialogue and read some of the lore you pick up. There are other characters in the DLC besides the three. Colonel Victor Hoffman from the original trilogy makes a return. He is pretty much the catalyst for the story. There are two new characters introduced as well, which are Tak the pilot and Hannah the scientist. Now, as mentioned, the core story is really not the star of this show. That honor belongs to the three main leads with awesome support from Hoffman and Hannah. Really, the banter between the three characters as you move between combat areas is pure gold. The story of one of the main characters is so fleshed out that she could easily have been plucked from the DLC and snugly placed in the main campaign and would fit like a glove. Another impactful story moment is when Hannah joins your team and proceeds to flesh out a character from the original Gears of War trilogy. I mean, what is this writing in this game? There are more moments in the game where you literally stop and listen because you become so invested in the team. This surprised me because, again, this is a 3-hour DLC. It does suffer as a result of the short campaign. There is a moment where the characters run through important backstory at a really rapid pace. It felt like I was being robbed of a more fleshed out experience, which again emphasizes how amazing these characters are. Overall, the story is nothing to write home about. It is your run-of-the-mill Gears of War experience. It could be spoilers to say that the game is a prequel to the Escape multiplayer component of the base game and really ends where that one begins. The game is, though, elevated by the voice acting of three main characters and the story that each has to tell. As expected of all Gears games except maybe Gears Tactic, the Coalition have not changed up the formula at all when it comes to gameplay. It is still an over-the-shoulder shooter with tight cover-based mechanics. It has the same level of polish though we saw with the Gears 5 base game. Nothing to complain about really here, but nothing to praise as well. Firefights are as intense as ever. I played on the PC with an Xbox controller, and the tight responsive controls ensured I was engaged in each encounter at all times. One criticism might be that the gears are a bit stiff in terms of movement, but it really is still an enjoyable experience. Aiming down sights, smashing your back against cover, and timing your reloads to take advantage of the damage boost that gives you. You don't have Jack anymore, the most useful companion in this galaxy not too far away. Instead, each character has a unique power-up that can be upgraded by collecting carved stones. Keegan drops ammo for the team, Mac has a shield that everyone can rally behind, and Lani somehow managed to fit a nuke in a combat knife. I mean, that thing is OP. This choice does lead to power-up usage being more reactive than proactive. When you run out of ammo, Keegan's power-up is handy. When you're getting pelted and cover is too far, Mac's shield provides sufficient cover. Lani's knife, once leveled up, can clear a path following an ambush. Level design is linear while moving between major areas. The game does break out into pretty hectic firefights in areas that offer up a variety of options for you. There are vantage points that allow you to snipe from, and there is sufficient cover so that you can get close to your enemies and have a friendly conversation over a cup of chainsaw, for instance. In typical Gears fashion, the game throws in some cinematic set pieces which are as spectacular as they are fun. Overall, the gameplay loop is what you would expect from a Gears game. If you enjoyed it from Gears of War through to Gears 5, you will have a blast here for sure. The gameplay loop in Gears 5 got pretty stale towards the end of the campaign. Hivebusters subverts this by presenting you with a really short campaign, under 4 hours with extensive exploration. This DLC is in no way trying to take the crown from CD Projekt Red in terms of offering the most fulfilling DLC. But what it does do is live up to the Gears of War standard and offer a bit more in terms of character depth. Scorpio team are a standout bunch. Go ahead, get the game, and if you have Game Pass, download it now, like now. And that's it. That is the review. If you think I did a good job, please let me know by dropping a like. Also, if you would like to see more game reviews, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching this short review, and I will chat to you in the next video. Cheers.